Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the Magic Arena Run, and welcome to Ikoria. Well, I'm very sure it's Ikoria. I rewatched the mechanic videos. Matt Tabak pronounces it Ikoria. If anyone says it's otherwise, show me proof of somewhat. Anyway, we did get our free gift, and we have a very new draft format. So actually, I'll show you. Well, I'm going to be doing traditional because you only need 3 wins, and I really want to keep this within an hour, even if it's in the traditional format. So we'll see how many. We might still end up with a 2-parter, I'll be honest. But otherwise, we get to play 3 matches regardless. So yeah, we probably will have a 2-parter regardless of what we do. So there's that, and I actually did save up quite a bit of gold, so I'm going to actually cash that in. It's also nice for them to tell you how long it takes to get into a queue, though I've been hearing some reports about there's some bit wonkiness. I suspect what's happening is that it's supposed to be connecting to server, then server connecting back, but there might be some wonkiness in individual peer connections. So if there's a problem with the connection, it might be you. If it happens to me, it's definitely on my end of the world. Anyway, let's give it a shot. Let's cash in. Oh, and we got... interesting, I ran into a deck, played 4 copies of these. I saw them back to back to back to back. It just so happened I had removal back to back to back to back. And table's ready. Yes, I'm definitely ready. So yeah, so the seats are all filled. We're just waiting for this one guy to say they're ready. And did I just see another? Probably weirdness. Anyway, we have to note that there's a timer here, so I'm going to pre-pick Kinnan Bonder Prodigy. So let's read this. Whenever you top a non-land permanent for mana, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may put... Well, it's a good way to get cheat stuff into the battlefield, so I do want this a little bit later. That said, let's look at removal. So Zenith Flare, this is a signpost for red-white cycling, very good. Migration Path, I've seen this in pretty much Team Reconstructed. So there's also Momentum Rumbler, this is a signpost for First Strike. Otherwise, no particular removal. Fertilid is quite good in ramping mana. Also note that we got quite some choices in lands already. We're not always gonna get a basic, which is good. So I'm gonna take the Mythic. So we're kind of signposting towards either Sultai or Teamer. So yeah, let's confirm the pick. And with that, so this is signpost for white-black humans, though there's also red humans too. There's a Glowstone Recluse. This is a very nice mutate target. It also has mutate itself. We're actually looking for some sort of pseudo removal, though. Boot Nipper is a kind of removal. Raking Claws. Raking Claws is decent as a sort of removal. Fully grown, nice combat trick. I'm just gonna take the Glowstone Recluse. We're gonna try to go in towards green blue big stuff. Maybe we'll see what we splash. I would like to take this one. I'm having strange ideas for constructed with Cunning Night Bonder. There's a ton of spells with flash. Avian Oddity. Whenever you cycle, put a... This actually nice. There's also the Almighty Brushwag. No, that's not it. Mysterious Exhibit Mysterious. Do I want to take the... No, I'll just take the Avian Oddity. Cycling is actually very key here, though. You have to pay attention to the cycling cost also. Face Dumpling. Face Dolphin's interesting. Whenever you cycle a card, this becomes... So we could go into green-blue cycling, though. Okay, this one's also okay. It could just take Swiftwater Cliffs if we're gonna go for that. I'm not too keen on red quite yet, although nothing's great on the other two. I'll take this one. We'll see how it goes. Well, Essence Scatter is always good here in a sense. This will also counter even if it's in mutate form. Migratory Greathorn, this is also a very good mutate target. I'll probably take this one. So we need to really decide what our main colors are. I'm actually liking green, red, splash blue at this point. Okay, Rooting Moloch, Exile Target target card. Until end of turn, you may play that card. So this allows you to replay a card, though it better be cheap considering Rooting Moloch is 5 already. Whereas Bristling Boar, that's also a good one. Monstrous Step, that's an interesting combat trick. I think I'll just take the... I want to take the Moloch, but I'll probably just take the Bristling. No, I'll take the Moloch. It has cycling itself, which is okay. Now, this is the part where we wait for other people to send packs. Let's double check the situation right now. So, there's a bit of a backlog over here with TJH. So, we're just kind of waiting there. So, okay, so that pack's now with Relativox. Yeah, you get to see how the packs are going. I might have been drafting a bit too fast, all things considered. Also note that if you... Yeah, okay, there's also a bit of a... There's also a bit of a traffic jam also with Jumarman. Okay, got our cards. So, Clash of Titans, very expensive but interesting. We probably should start is there anything? Greater Sandworm's also a good cycling target. Fertilid's okay. We have any humans? That's human. The rest are not. Survivor's Bond would be okay. I'm gonna take Swiftwater Cliffs because we are going, because it looks like at the very, we're going to be in those colors at least. Tentative Collection. If you control a creature with menace, we don't. Prickly Marmoset. That's, well, it has first strike, so you can actually catch people unawares with that. Yeah, I'm gonna take this one. So we're gonna be primary red. Pass on Zenith Flare. I guess we don't have that many. We could just take an Evolving Wilds, but I'll take the Greater Sandworm. Okay, Cathartic Reunion or Raking Claws. Raking Claws also has cycling too. Yeah, I'm not so much into discarding cards. Also note that this one's only in cycling, not on discard, not like Amonkhet. So draw a card, discard a card. You have to pay mana though. Well, it's still better than Egg, I guess. Okay, so go for blood now. Now we can pick that. Does this have cycling? It has cycling also. So we actually have quite a bit of cyclers. And what are payoffs for cycling? Pretty much Reptilian Reflections are only payoff. Sleeper Dart. Well, it's probably better than Coil Bug. Yeah, I'll take that. And we're down to our last pick, so Scarred Barrens. I'm not gonna run that. So if our draft mate needed that dual land, my apologies. We're down to our last card already, so yeah, huge traffic. Okay, take it back. It's not, this guy's not the traffic. Blue Owls are. Now to say that the traffic is in where all the, actually at 3 cards and fewer picks, I'm starting to suspect that's not much traffic as it is internet connection issues. Okay, we got our Survivor's Bond. That's okay, take that. Ooh, this would have been nice. It's just not in our colors. Migration Path, not much in removal also, so I might actually take Migration Path. Fixes colors, has cycling, just a bit on the slow end. I could also just rare draft. Wait, how many rares do I have? I only have 1 rare. I'm sorry, this is the greedy play. Also, because I can also use this in a... Well, there's also an Unpredictable Cyclone. If a cycling ability of another land will cause you to draw a card, instead until it shares you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Hey, this is interesting because we do have quite a bit of cycling creatures. Now to start actually looking for, well, we could take more cyclers here. Ketria Crystal is also a cycler and also ramps us a bit. Frostveil Ambush, that also has cycling, but so I want cycling creatures at this point. This one cycles into nothing. This one's also removal. I might actually just take this. Because it does look like Greater Sandworm gets passed a bit. Also need to look for a way to get where we do have Survivor's Bond to get cards back if we need to. Ooh, Charge of the Forever Beast, that's also good removal. We're hoping for some of the greater sandworms to come back. Doesn't look like people are in the cycle. Okay, lead the stampede, maybe. I guess I will take another greater sandworm at this point. So remember that we can always just cycle these if ever, so a little less pressure. Also have to be easy, go easy on the humans, so not, we don't need that many. Take the brushwag, no. Frenzied Raptor might not be so bad. Gust of Wind, we do have ways to get flying. It's also removal and draws us a card, so I'll actually take that. So, but our 4 slot is getting a little bit cramped. So if we can land Unpredictable Cyclone, we just but we could probably hit. No real guarantees because we can also hit creatures that are on the light end. Okay, so yep, traffic jams here. Weaponize the monsters. I might just take Lava Serpent, Haste Cycling. Yeah. So even if these cards are a bit on the expensive end. Okay, Elk Beast. Put those permanent cards. That's an interesting payoff. Sudden Spinnerets. Put a reach counter and untap it. Oh, this one's. Fine, I'll take it, but I'm not too happy with it. Okay, there's a Wilt, so we got. Has double strike as long as there are 3 or more instant or sorcery cards. Could just take the Frenzied Raptor. Yeah, I'll just take the Frenzied Raptor. It's not too bad. Though I probably should be taking Wilt. Yeah, we have way too. I think we have way too many creatures at this point. Thwart the enemy, no. Okay, now is a good time to take Wilt, I guess. Greater Sandworm again. We can take this. We can also just take the crystal right now. Fine, we'll take at least 1 crystal. And I'll take the Rugged Highlands as well. We only have 2 sandworms, but we might get... quote unquote, we might get more. Not too much a fan of Spell Eater. Let's take a miss. Let's see, how many instants or sorceries do we have? 1, 2. That's it. We only have 2, so the Frenzied Raptor would probably still be better, and even that might get cut. Facet Reader. This is not the best looter, but it's still a looter. We go for that. Ooh, right. I'm going to take this no matter what. It's a shame. Yeah, I'm never gonna run this, but Snapdax, get in here. And oh, we can also get Titanoth Rex. Oh, this would be this is an interesting one. So let's take it easy. Let's pay attention to our cyclers. We might have to cut some of the mutate cards instead. We're not really in the mutate game. Adventurous Impulse. Oh, I have to decide between Impulse and Fertilid. Fertilid might not be so bad. I think I want 1. Yeah, I think I want 1. We'll probably go for 18 lands in this deck though. So Glowstone Recluse. There's Hampering Snare, so Thieving Otter deals damage to an opponent. Yeah, we're not so much in the blue, so the blue might actually get quite cut. We're looking like straight green-red. Yeah, the Great Horns are also going to be important here too. Yeah, sure, let's take a Porky Parrot. I can probably just cut the blue, just leave it for Kinnan, and even Kinnan could be cut at this point. No, relying too much on Unpredictable Cyclone. We need to look for... there are some red cards that trigger off cycling, so we need to look for those too. Because so far, what are our cycling... It's pretty much that. Well, we use Rooting Moloch to get something back, but we have to spend a ton of mana for it. Yeah, definitely keeping the Go for Blood. Raking Claws isn't... Frenzied. I'm probably gonna cut for Frenzied Raptor. I have plenty of choices down here. Essence Symbiote. Whenever a creature put a +1/+1 counter on that. Actually, sure. This buys us a bit of time. It's either that or Greater Sandworm number 3, but we already have that top and it's covered. Could also just take a Moss. Because let's see, I'm not. Yeah, let's just take the Symbiote. Yeah, we have Marmoset as a. Okay, whenever you may exchange of target human, so only one target there, so no good. But it's uncommon. I can't think of anything else. Survivor's Bond again. Adaptive Shimmer. This one flashes, so this one's actually not too bad. Though it's kind of poor to cycle into if we're used. So Shredded Sails. I actually take one of these. I already have a. Maybe no to the ship. Does it have flying? It has. No, it doesn't have flying. So yeah, that's an easy cut. Footfall Crater. None of these are great. Yeah. No. I'm gonna be surprised if it ends up that it's simply just everything mutate onto Brushwag. I'll take one of these just to humor it. Hampering Snare. Okay, let's keep that in mind. We're probably gonna cut blue though. And maybe even we can get to cut the crystal as a result. Though we only have one blue source after that. I guess what I can do is I can keep the crystal. Let's see. Cut this. Cut the capture sphere. And let's see, cut that capture sphere. We could cut facet. Wait. 16 and 9. So we need to make 2 cuts. Sleeper, it helps us draw cards, so that's interesting. These help us draw cards too. I guess we can cut the Facet Reader at this point. So we need to make one more cut, probably a creature. So we have some mutate triggers, let's not forget those. It's between the Starix and the Rooting Moloch. Moloch at least has a cheap cycling cost. It exiles a card, that's okay. We might actually cut one of the instants here. Or we could just cut Kinnan. Because right now it's our lands. 3. We have the crystal, so we can actually get away with 2 and 8 because these 2 are both red sources too. Reptilian Reflection, that's our 2 Glowstone Recluse. Yeah, so we have some interesting. I have no idea which one to cut between. I guess I can cut this one because this one's expensive to cast, expensive to mutate. Yeah, I'll cut the Starix for now. So, oh yeah, we need to name the deck. And yeah, that's probably it. Though we do have outs other than cycling. Yeah, let's go for... Well, not maybe. Let's go for the big shark. So we get to play 3 games. So we got 3 games. Remember, these are all traditional. So knowing that, depending on what we see, we can easily side out quite a bit of our... This is traditional. Yeah, this is traditional. We can side out some of our instants. The nice thing about it is they all have cycling. So, but from my experience in Amonkhet, yeah, you really have to run these. No reason not to. So, Swiftwater Cliffs. Yeah, Cycle Crystal turn 2 is not a bad. Yeah, we're gonna price cycle. I'm gonna keep this. Also, yeah, we're running 17 lands. I probably should be running 18. I could cut the crystal that way. But our magic number is 5. I might actually just cycle the rooting Moloch. That'll depend what we play. We draw. Now, Lava Serpent. Okay, I guess we can cycle that. No, we'll cycle the... Let's see. 1, 2, cycle. 3, play. So we have... Then we have 5 mana. We're 1 mana away from Lava Serpent. Okay, I guess we're not cycling immediately. Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a semi-slow format with everyone drafting all these life lands. So this is probably gonna be our opponent's first creature. Fertilid, so he's under ramp plan. Yeah, we'll just play that out. So I guess we're getting turn 4 Rooting Moloch, turn 5 Lava Serpent. Not too bad. Opponent plays Poliwag Symbiote. Each creature, if it has mutate, it costs less. Whenever if it has mutate, draw a card, discard a card. Okay, not bad. So opponent will be at 6 mana next turn. So let's make this Rooting Moloch count. Moloch into Lava Serpent into Greater Sandworm. Okay, so it will. So far I haven't seen any of our opponents non-creature stuff. So that will pretty much determine what's up. Also, who does not want a flying 7/7? But you also should not be so fooled because this is some tree to cast. He could have cast this if he didn't play this land, I suppose. He's now at 6. But he is playing Bant. Not exactly supported, but we'll see what he has. Auspicious Starix, so he mutated it once, so he gets to hit one. He gets to hit one he gets to hit one permanent mentor, put a vigilance counter. So this is a 7/7, so I guess I can play this one. Force block. We will take a hit. That's a given. Because I want to save it. Well, we got Fertilid of our own. But let's put our opponent to the test. So our opponent could mutate this again. He will get 2. Is this non-land? No. X permanent cards. So we're actually hoping he hits lands. Yeah, considering how much land he has at this point, we're hoping he hits lands. Yeah, Poliwag Symbiote, very good for the... Oh, fight effects. Okay, not so good. He got the start on us. At least I didn't try to play this. I think I can afford to take one more hit. This is target creature control. Oh yeah. Jubilant Skybonder. So spells your opponents cast that target's creature costs 2 more to cast. Okay, only affects this one so far. Yeah, I'll take one more hit for now. Okay, we have one card that can take this out. We just need to draw it. It's the one where you just reveal a creature off their hand. That's not it. and it has vigilance, so that doesn't work. So not so great for us. Opponent was able to play out their creatures more than we did ours. I will be forced to chump block here. Is this spells in a bit? Okay. So I can't just block this straight. I have to double block, so that'll be taking 4 damage. That might be enough. Well, so far our opponent's flooded. Oh wait, what's this? Ooh, non-combat. Okay, 2/4, not big enough. And he's just gonna hit us in the air. And he's gonna just keep making this bigger over time. Yeah, we have to cast this manually. Yeah, we play this to draw a card, then sack tap. I guess that's fine, because the other alternative is just play Fertile as a chumper. Now let's draw a card. Let's see how we're doing. I take it back. Probably I'll put this one back in. No, we're really more in the cycling plan though. Yuck. Yeah, sacking that now. Actually, I probably should have waited for him to activate this, then sack this one, so it saves us at least 1 counter. Yeah, I don't see a way we're getting through this one. We don't have any straight... Yeah, we don't have any straight removal for this. We're really dependent on large creatures. Opponent taking out the Lava Serpent with removal. That one hurt. Opponent cashed... Did they cash in their Fertile? Yeah, they cashed in their Fertile. Yeah, so, ooh, that's a nice combo. Put counters, drain counters, whatnot. I can swing with this one. Well, considering these can't block, this is the only one that can block, but he can make it into an 8/8. Oh yeah, we have the one that gives double strikes. At least it takes it out, per se. If he swings, I'm hoping he swings with it. Nope, doesn't. There's a... And play Fertilid. We're gonna need to cycle 2 cards back to back. And even then, that might not be enough. So at this point, we might end up trying to dig through our deck. Ooh, this is gonna be nasty. Is there gain? There's no gain life mechanics between these guys. Yeah, sure. Wait, there's another sequence I can see, but ooh, we're so cutting it close. We're just lucky our opponent's slightly flooded also. Opponent is actually chipping down. Yes, thinning the deck, trying to get as many lands out. We can do the same thing, but we'll do it after blocks. So our opponent can make this a 7/7. Opponent's probably digging for another creature to mutate this into that will dig for more stuff, though. What's the biggest it could possibly be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We got 9 mana. That is enough to cast the Titanotherex straight, if I'm not mistaken. You gotta be kidding. I'm going to lose to I'm going to lose to this guy. Okay, definitely want to sleep for. Oh, we do have a wilt. There's a wilt. Is there a way? But it taps that creature. Thank goodness. Yeah, wilt will take this out. The other spell will not take it out because it deals with non-combat. So target creature gains double strike until end of turn. We doesn't give trample, so we can block this once, but I think I'm gonna cycle. Gets us okay. Boost this a bit. So we're literally digging for wilt. Oh yeah, the cyclone would be interesting at this point. Glowstone Recluse. Whenever this creature mutates, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. I can chump block it once. Take 2 here. This gives reach. Probably could put in the Fertilid instead, but yeah, definitely want it under. I want it to be a 4/4. Make that a 6/6. So that said, he can tap once. So I'm actually gonna go for it now. I'm gonna force a trade. Problem is, let's say he doesn't trade. He swings with both. I can chump block with this. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I want the trade to happen. That's the important part. But we still need to hit wilt. Oh, opponent did not go for the trade. Okay, let's see how things go. Opponent's still thinning their deck out. That's fine. We have to save Fertilid. None of these have trample. Yeah, we're not at the point where we really have to pay attention to what everyone's got. These icons help if I can only remember what all of them are. Okay, so this is what. Speaking of which, I saw on Facebook someone actually 3D printed a bunch of these counters. It's actually quite interesting. Speaking of interesting, though, I'm guessing that after this game, I will take a break. The next part will be in part 2, only because I did not expect this game one to take so long. Also note that we don't actually have timers here. Wait. Flying? I think I might have seen enough. Let's see. So this flies, I have to block with this, but it will get a counter on it. So basically, I will lose these 2 guys. Yeah, that's good enough. So he has a nice mutate deck. I need to find ways to kill. So we need to be a bit more aggressive in the early onset. Gust of Wind might be. Capture Sphere is going to come in. Wilt stays in. Shredded Sails stays in. Raking Claws. Okay, so what do we cut here? Probably going to cut a creature. Or you could just cut the crystal, actually. Cut the crystal. Let's see, do we have any... We have Sudden Spinnerets that will... Also... Yeah, sure, I'm willing to take the Starix, replace the Moloch with that. And yes, let's see what else. Kinman, Bonder's Prodigy. Yeah, we don't benefit from this one at all, so I'm gonna take that out. Probably add Spinnerets or Gust of Wind. We don't have that much flying, but it's still removal. We kind of have to play around that. It's either that or Sudden Spinnerets, which is also, let's see, we can cycle this one. We can't cycle these two. Maybe Spinnerets might not be so bad at all. Survivor's Bond might not also be bad either, but let's see. Otherwise, our removal simply charges for Ever Beast, go for blood. Porky Parrot's a maybe. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Let's see if we can take this to 3 games. And let's hope that it's not all gonna be... Okay, so... We're gonna definitely cycle the Sandworm. Which is a shame. I wouldn't mind using this to reveal this. But let's see what else we draw. We definitely kept the Wilt because of the Colossification and whatnot. But we need 4 mana to even hit this. Or a 2 mana creature would not... Yeah, that's a bit of a conflict between the two decks. So we'll pass. I can actually wait to cycle this on turn 3, though this is a sorcery. Let's cycle it now. And we draw into more lands, and we draw into more lands. Hopefully we can draw... Oh, we could also have cycled this. But we built our deck so much around this that we're pretty much playing this straight. And we got all the lands to fill it out. Opponent is taking their time, so I guess I will play... Fertilid. So next turn we can play Cyclone. We can also mutate this one. Swing. We also have the option to charge for 3 points of removal. Opponent still hasn't played their 4th land yet. But we're definitely... Opponent plays Skybonder. Spells your opponent's cast the target this creature cost more. Which is fine, actually, because that's 5 mana. That's exactly 5 mana. We can snipe this before Colossification hits. Opponent should be playing another land by now. Yeah, they have another. They're just probably deciding which one to play. Also, personally, I think we really could use another lifeline. I don't... 2 of them, we just happen to hit both, but probably not enough personally. Please don't tell me our opponent got disconnected by the server. Our opponent is winning this one, so there is no reason for our opponent to time out like this. We might be seeing what they're saying about connection issues and whatnot. So, again, if you... Okay, I'll let this run out. If his timeouts run out and it doesn't move over to the next phase, it means I'm the one that's DC'd, not him. So let's pay attention to that. Nope, he's the one that DC'd. Okay, so we have the Wilt. Yeah, actually, since we have the Wilt, since he has the Wilt, I'm willing to hold on to this now. Okay, opponent's back. I think our opponent's back. Yeah, opponent's back. Let's see the Colossification. Actually, Colossification is... It's actually cheap. No, it's close to 6-7 mana. So we still... Parcel Beast, Mutate. X equals 4. Oh, he's casting it straight. Okay, how much mana is this? I'm concerned about straight up removal. So, yeah, over. I want it to be 5/6. Get us a land. Let's get our island. And we can actually trim this down a bit if we need to get... And we can actually, yeah, cut this down a bit if we need to get, how do you say? Yeah, if we need to get more lands. Parcel Beast is actually quite... Yeah, this is actually quite good. Probably, what do you call this? Then, key, whenever creature mutates, put a +1. Okay. So, it gets slightly bigger. It's a 3/5 flying, so yeah, we're off to the races. Gust of Wind, return target. So both of these will come back, so I might as well get my land out of it, since I will get both of them back. Let's get mountain. We will take 5. Got an Avian Oddity now. Now, again. Target creature. So it costs 5 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we reveal... I can actually just play Avian Oddity at this point. Oh no, we're not playing Avian Oddity. And then reveal Fertilid. Huh? Oh! Wrong, it's 0/0. Oops. I'm supposed to reveal this one. Okay guys, more you learn. Play this first. Don't, this is not a 2/2, this is 0/0. It's a virtual 2/2. Ah, mistakes upon mistakes. We'll go down to 10, barring something big. Opponent Essence Symbiote. Looks like our opponent's all in the mutate plan. Yeah, wish we could have gone more all in the cycling plan, though. Yeah, we didn't quite hit it. I would like for our opponent to actually tap this. Now he'll swing. Yeah, Reptilian Reflection. Hold on, it's 3 mana to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if we can get our opponent this way. We don't. Opponent didn't exactly play anything a while ago. He could have tapped this one. So we can hit a creature off with the Cyclone and we can get another creature to boot. Actually, has trample and haste, so I could have swung with it, but opponent probably has some sort of pump effect. At this point, I can only play so much around it. Yeah. Yes, take action, because why not? Then this cycles, and Glowstone Recluse, sure, we can cast it. I can cast it for its mutate cost, but no, I can't. Which is fine, because it allows me to double block. And the exiled cards, the rest of the exiled cards go to the bottom in a random order. He probably has a combat trick. There is no way around it. He hasn't played Colossification yet. Ram True. So it's a straight trade. Okay, it's a straight base trade. But this is flood. We're quite flooding at this point. Yeah, I really need to hold on to the Wilt, unfortunately. Our opponent could have sided it out. Colossification. Farfinder. Okay, that's not too bad. But we need to hit our other cyclers at this point. Or I'm just gonna... Hitting a Titanoth Rex would be nice. Hitting another mutate creature would be okay too. Opponent finally hit their second white source. But even then, that trade was not too bad. We traded virtually 3 cards for 2. So, my turn, not cycling that. So, I can just play this as is, or I could cycle to hope for something better. I'm gonna just play this as is. We do have to hold back the sim. Yeah, it's a chump block. Or not. Okay, no chump. Yeah, but I would not be surprised if our opponent started bringing in, well, between these two and the other card, we had actually 3 payoffs. I'm actually surprised our opponent hasn't played that many creatures, considering how many cards he's had. Our opponent could be playing, well, more mana, more problems. Okay, question. If our opponent were to attack with these 2... Okay, I remembered the one mana that gives us +1/+3, so this is not an appealing block. It's still safe to block this one per se. Archipelagor mutate. Tap up to X creatures. So... So he'll tap this one. He'll pump hit this one and gain 2 life. Okay. So pass to attacks. We will cycle the Wilt. It will at least it'll activate this one. But I wonder what card I will hit. Nice thing is that because this triggers on the draw. Wait, I think I only have one other instant. Oh, did I cut it? I might have cut it. We'll see. Because at the very least, I get to activate this. So I should... I did not cut it. So I lose the cycle. I lose that, but another cycling pay. Well, it's another payoff. And at least I'm getting it here rather than getting it off here. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, so let's... mental note, do not side this out. You really need this. Yeah, unpredictable cycle is going to be very interesting and limited. I'm so glad I hit this one. So let's see. Okay, I'm hoping our opponent hits a land. No, hits a heron, so he can block that. I have to block with this. I cannot take 7 because I'll automatically die on this. Yeah, I have to block this one. That's an auto block. There's no way around it. The flip side is I could have held it back, but oh wait, there you go. I was concerned that was the other thing I was gonna hit. So I have to swing with this one. We're going for broke here. And yeah, I'm gonna do a little checking elsewhere. I'm gonna comment that, oh, it's forced to hold back. So likewise. Opponent has to play another creature or else I swing with the whole team. Opponent's got their Poliwag Symbiote. Nope. Yeah, can't be hitting lands now. When it's actually hitting creatures, that's a concern. Opponent passes. Yuck. How many lands did we hit? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We got 4 lands left. Capture Sphere would be great. Think of it this way. We're going to take... Okay, it has flying. I can still block with this. Dumps the Colossification. Oh yeah, let's double check. That is 7. Gains a loop. Hits the Pouncing Shark. No, that's game. Let's see. Does he bounce the right? Wait, it's on mutate. Okay, so it doesn't bounce. Okay, turns out our opponent was just waiting to unload. So, do we have a way to bounce out of this? Probably not. And nope. That's good game. Okay, we're gonna concede at that point. Yeah, it's a shame we drew lands on the last few parts. But that's how it goes. So we're not gonna get 3 wins, but we'll see if we can get 2 wins. That's it for this episode of Magic Arena Run. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. How are you guys enjoying your free draft so far? Is it going well, or is it kind of ho-hum? Anyway, so yeah, while we're waiting for the screen to actually come back and reflect my diff. Oh, you actually lost connection. Anyway, so we'll leave it at that point. So that anyway, so let's hope to see you guys again when we continue this one. So take care, stay safe, and yeah, God bless wherever you guys are.